So hey, what's up guys? So I hire a lot of people on Upwork. And if you're a real estate investor or any business owner, there's a lot of positions I've found that I don't need a full-time employee for, but I want to get top talent. And a lot of times you can't hire, say, a data scientist or ad buyer or anything like that part-time in the world locally. But with platforms like Upwork, you can hire someone, might pay them $100 an hour or something, but you might only need them for 5 or 10 hours a week. So I'm going to show you what I do when I'm looking for people, what I'm looking for in jobs, how I hire people on here, so you can replicate this in your business and find talent. First, in Upwork, there's two different sides of it. You have the side where you hire people, where you're the employer, and then you also have the side, if you have a skill and you're looking for work, you can use that. We're going to talk about being the employer in this video, right? So what we're going to do here is we go to Upwork, and normally what I will do is I'll make a job description in ChatGPT. So let me show you how I do that. So what I do, I go to ChatGPT, and first I got to come up with my job description. So it's like, who am I trying to hire? So let's say we're trying to hire somebody to help us with our CRM setup. We'll say, because I know a lot of real estate investors have issues with CRMs. It's like, okay, we're going to hire someone to help us set up our CRM, help us set up automations. They have to be very familiar with Zapier or Make, things like that. So here's how I do it. I'm going to take you from start to finish what I would do. So first, I'm going to click here, voice to text. I like to use voice, right? Please act as a HR specialist that can help me find and hire somebody on Upwork. I want to pre-qualify this person. I want to find somebody that can help me set up a CRM from scratch. I'm going to be setting the CRM up in Go High Level. I want to be able to generate leads, have the leads go into the CRM, have automation set up immediately to text and email the leads. And I want somebody that can also do landing pages inside of the CRM if need be, but that's not the most important thing. The main thing I need them to be able to do is set up the CRM, set up workflows, understand tagging, understand really how to help me not lose leads and maximize my leads so I don't lose any in the pipeline. I also want to see KPIs on where people are in the funnel, and I want to see different gaps in my funnel on where a drop might be. Maybe I get a lead and they all don't answer the phone. I want to be able to track back the source to see where that lead came from and if I have a quality issue. All right, so I just word vomited right into ChatGPT. And then at the end here, we're going to put one other thing. And notice in ChatGPT here too, I got typos and everything. So it doesn't really seem to matter. Please ask me clarifying questions to find out exactly what I'm hiring for. So boom, we're going to toss that in. And this is what I do. You can use Gemini, you can use ChatGPT, you can use whatever you want, or you can write it from scratch. So this isn't part of the Upwork. I'm just showing you my process. So here it's going to say, okay, I'll turn these into a thing. And then what I do here is I'm going to go here and I'm going to record. I am expecting this person to set up the entire CRM from scratch. They're going to have to do pipeline stages, forms, integrate our calendar, all the automations and integrations. I am going to be part of that. I want to help let them know exactly what I'm looking for. They are going to be responsible for ongoing optimization. We have Facebook ads, Google ads, direct traffic, email traffic, cold call, TV, mailers. We do need UTM tracking and attribution. I definitely want automatic follow-up sequences. Yeah, we should have a tag structure based on where they're at, drop-off stage, progressions. I do want to implement lead scoring. The KPIs aren't as important for the job description, so we don't really need to dive in on that much. If they do any landing pages, I do want someone using the native Go High Level lander. They should be able to do some CSS. That's a bonus in basic HTML. Ideally, I want someone during EST hours, and it's going to be an ongoing hourly basis. That's all I'm putting in. That's a lot of stuff there. But you get the idea. So perfect. Okay, so it's going to ask me additional questions, and we're going to tell it, I'm just going to tell it something stupid to get it rolling here. I just need the basic stuff right now, so let's come up with a job description. Please keep it short and ask questions for the end of it for somebody to send me a loom.com video answering their questions. Okay, and I'll show you why here in a minute, why I request the loom.com video. So here we got a job description, right? Looking for a Go High Level specialist, build a CRM, we got it. And here's what I put in my thing. To apply, I require a Loom video. especially with AI. You see how fast I just popped this out on ChatGPT for the job description. What people will be doing is they're going to just copy your job description, pop it into ChatGPT, and tell it to give you a proposal. So, and then you can't really tell who's good or not. So what I do is I come up with questions. I say, hey, send me a Loom video with your application. I want you to show me, and I want to see, I'm mainly looking to see how do they talk, how do they present themselves. Show me some of your work so that I can see, because you get bombarded. I just went through right now like 50 applications, and this one tip saves a lot of time. So we're going to post a job. We'll say it's a long-term project. And then all we do here, obviously you're going to read through the job description and everything first, but you're going to take this, paste it in. We're going to pick the choice. I'm going to say, I don't think this is the right one, but we'll pick whatever choice is relevant. We're just going to leave it here for video's sake. It's going to take us to skills. We're going to say CRM, customer relationship, CRM, automation. We'll say go high level. Go high level. And choose a couple of these things here. You walk through, and then you do the scope. Okay, someone wants to be 6 months. I always pick expert. I put no, and then I pick location. A lot of times, depending on the job, like a go high level position, I'm going to put worldwide. And then I'm just going to weed people out. Because there's a lot of people overseas that are really, really good at automations, tech, things like that. If it's someone that's more forward client facing, I'm going to probably do United States or Europe, maybe something like that. It shows you an hourly rate range. You can pick whatever you want. I think their AI comes up with this. And then we're going to take here. You have to format this when you put it in. But basically, see right here, it says, only apply if you can send a Loom. No Loom equals no review. So we basically pop this in. Normally what I'll do is I'll go through and just put dashes here to like format it properly and make it nice and easier to do. I go to the review job description. And when I do screening questions, I put this in here. Did you submit the Loom video with your proposal? And I save the question, and then I publish it, right? And then what I do is I'll go through and I'll invite people to the job that are relevant. And the way I do that is, it looks a little bit different once you set up the job, but this will give you the gist of it. I go through and I filter who I invite. So I'm going to go top rated plus, top rated, rising talent. Hourly rate is going to be whatever our budget is. I only want freelancers. I want a job success of 90% and above. And I usually go $10,000 and up earned. Hours billed. Sometimes I'll use this and I'll put it at 100 or more. And then what I do is I go through here and I don't even look at people's their profiles most of the time. I just go through and invite the job. And when you set up your job, pay the $29.99 to feature your job. You can invite 100 people, plus you get preferential placement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through here, and all I'm looking at is their title. I'm not opening it up, because you can look here. You can open up their whole thing, their whole profile, and it's going to tell you all about this person. I don't care about that at this stage, and I'll show you why in a minute. So I'm just going to go invite to job. And I usually do that, and I invite like 30 or 40 people. Then I don't look at anything for 2 days. People will apply to the job. Everyone's applying, and I just build up a bunch of applications. Now, I'm going to show you a job profile that I have active right now that I'm interviewing for. I'm interviewing for someone to help with Google Tag Manager. I need a little bit of help on one of the trackings that we have. We need to do JavaScript and do all kinds of different stuff. But so here's what I got. So you get all these people that applied to you, right? 32 people. That's going to take me for freaking ever, because each one of these, you go in, they got their whole profile and everything. So here's where the Loom video comes into play. I go down here. This person right here, no Loom, decline. This guy has a Loom. I will watch that. And I only look at people that have a Loom video. I decline everybody else. So if you look here, most of these people, this is an AI written one right here. Like you see here, no Loom video. Done. No Loom video. Done. And you know what? A lot of these people are probably going to be really good too, but I don't have time, and you can't pay attention to detail. I'm not even spending any time looking at your stuff. And then what I will do here is I put everybody into a Google spreadsheet, and I will put their name, their link, their Loom video, examples. I'll put notes, and then I make notes. How much did they earn on Upwork so far? What's their job score? Which you can see those things inside here. 100% job score, $25 an hour. This guy, I probably wouldn't. Oh, there it is, $10,000 earnings, 1173 hours. So it's like, okay. And then the one thing I also look at here is too, their completed jobs. Do they have completed jobs with good feedback? But more importantly, do they have 5 stars also? I did notice in the past, a lot of times people will have 100% job score. Everything looks great. They have a whole bunch of completed jobs, but there's no stars. And on Upwork, when you complete a job, you can complete it and not give feedback. So, and I take that as the person wasn't happy. So what I'm looking at here is this guy has all 5 stars. So people are happy with his work also. And then the other thing I'm looking at is how much did they spend? Like someone who only spent $68 and says the guy's the GOAT. Well, he couldn't have done that much for it. That's not really credible. I'm looking for ones that say, which this guy, let's look at his in progress. 550, 275. I'm looking for a lot of money spent on something. Like that's not even a lot of money. I'm looking for, ideally, I'm looking for like this right here, $2,500, and he's doing web server scraping. So obviously that person's happy with him. He's done 240 hours of work with them. So those are the kind of things I'm looking for there. But anyways, I wanted to create this video because I know a lot of people have trouble hiring talent, especially in the tech space. Upwork is a great place for digital marketing, design, CRM automations. You can basically find anything you need on here. So in a way it works is you just go search for talent. So it's like, if I want to find someone for Go High Level, I just search GHL or Go High Level. If I want to search someone for a coach, I bet you can hire a coach on here. Yeah, business coach, things like that. And you have to be, look, like $175 an hour. So the one other thing I look at here too, before I go, is their hourly rate. A lot of people are scared of paying somebody $100 an hour because you're thinking about full-time rate. Sometimes you only need someone for like 3 to 5 hours. Like how many hours do you need from a coach? How many hours do you need for somebody to set up your Facebook CAPI offline conversions? You don't need someone for a lot of ongoing work. So it's like, pay the $100, get the talent. You got that person available on your team if you ever need them in the future, but it's worth it versus buying or hiring the $5 guy that doesn't really know what he's doing. He's going to take 4 times as long anyways. Just pay the piper, right? So you can even find all kinds of things on here. So that's what I wanted to put together though, because I'm going through right now and I'm going to get back to going through these applications. But I figure if I'm dealing with this, I know a ton of other people are dealing with this too. And a lot of people don't even know anything about Upwork at all. They don't even know it exists. One last one I hired on here too, it just popped in my head, email deliverability. It's like anything I can think of that I'm looking for, I come here first. And the one thing I'm also looking at too, when I hire someone on Upwork, sometimes I'm not looking for somebody to do it for me. Sometimes I'm looking to pay that specialist. It's like, hey, run me through and show me how to increase my email deliverability. Or run me through and show me how to set up whatever. Set up tag managers so we can put off conversions and cache things in the website whenever we want to track UTMs, things like that. So a lot of times you could be thinking too, it's like, I don't need to hire somebody just to do it for me. I want to hire someone that I'm going to pay $100 or $150 an hour to sit with me. We're going to go through it, set it up. They're on my team. They're kind of like my resource now. It's like whenever I need things, but I'm also learning at the same time. So anyways, that's what I got for you guys today. Go on Upwork, check it out. It's definitely worth it. And one last tip for you, when you're on Upwork, a lot of people get the urge to take their work off of Upwork after that, meaning you hire someone on Upwork, you pay them a little bit, and it's like, I'm going to just pay you direct instead and save the 10% fee. I do not recommend doing that. Pay people on Upwork. It keeps the person working for you accountable. It makes sure everything's on the up and up. Pay the 10% because Upwork tracks it for you. Make sure they're working when they're saying they're going to work, stuff like that. So anyways, hey guys, thanks for listening. We will talk to you later.